Okay, we're good.
All right, we ready to get started here?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So this is obviously about esports and what things are coming up. So let me get over here so I can get things rolling here. What this is about is what is coming new next year for Rocket Esports in the 2021-2022 year. First off, we're going to introduce ourselves. So go ahead there, Dalton.
My name's Mr. Cromer. You can call me Coach Cromer, Mr. D, whatever you prefer, Mr. C. I started this past fall, and I took over the esports program about halfway through the year. We lost a lot of players in that transition, so I'm hoping we can win a lot of you guys back for next year. Yeah, I have a cat dad of 4 cats, so you might see them running around. I already kind of talked about what games I like to play. Yeah.
And I'm Mr. Underwood. You can call me Bunderwood. I am definitely the new old guy there. I put that there for you guys. Dalton's definitely the old new guy. So I'm coming from another school this year. I just started to help kind of with growing the esports and stuff here. I've had an esports program for about five years at another school. Actually, I've had e-gaming clubs and different kinds of clubs for probably 7-8 years at a school. So yeah, I'm excited to see how we can grow this and make this huge here at INDLS. So. All right, we haven't totally decided on our new logo. This one's a modified version of our first kind of draft at revamping the old logo that was here before. We're still going to probably look at students and other things like maybe doing a new Rowdy Rocket. We've had some people kind of start doing that stuff, but it was pretty late notice when I asked people for it. So anybody who wants to, that's good at art and digital art, especially and stuff like that, and wants to work on maybe like designing a new Rowdy, that would be cool. And then we'll once we finalize this summer, we'll have basically the new logos and stuff. So.
Before I go on, I see some questions in chat. If you guys have questions, make sure you put them in the Q&A. If you're just chatting, that's fine in the chat, but put the questions in the Q&A so I see them and I don't miss them. Next year, we do plan to get jerseys for the team. This isn't the final jersey. This is just something me and Mr. Underwood put together one day, just kind of seeing what our options are. We also want to do like swag items like sweatshirts, hats, pants, whatever you guys are interested in. So yeah, that's exciting.
Got to get you decked out so you guys can show your support, man. So, and I got to get my swag. So, let's see. We've also got. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. My bad, guys. Old guy, man. I'm telling you. So we're going to have 2 different leagues we're going to compete in next year. So currently this year, we did the Stride Esports, and then we'll also have Heisen next year, which is Indiana High School Esports Network. So the Stride is against all the other K-12 schools across the country, and then Heisen is where you're going to compete for like state championship titles and stuff like that for here in Indiana. So 2 different things. So if you're in a certain team, you might be playing in 2 different leagues. So that's kind of cool. You'll get to be able to play against a lot of different people. So.
So here's the titles that we're offering for next year. We might not have all of these. There's going to be a survey at the end that we're going to have you guys kind of fill out so we can gauge interest and then figure out what teams that we can actually hold. So you can see there, you all can read. I don't need to read them out to you. But yeah, a lot of different options, from chess to Minecraft to Rocket League, League of Legends, so a lot of exciting games. These are the ones that Stride or Heisen are going to be having leagues in. So that's why we've chosen these games. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll field as many as we can, but that's going to be up to your guys and and what you guys are interested in, what teams we can field. So, and we'll answer more questions about these. If you guys have questions at the end about the game specifically and like what does that look like, we can definitely answer those. So, something I'm hugely passionate about, and I had at my previous esports program was full casting and kind of media production. So I definitely want to add that in this year. We're going to try to do commentating, shoutcasting, behind the scenes kind of production. I want to try to cast as many as the different teams that we field on our channel. So I want us to be able to, so parents, friends, other people, colleges, all kinds of stuff can see what we're doing and what we're playing. So shoutcasting is something that I'm pretty excited about adding in. And on that, we'll have our own Twitch channel. And so we'll be casting and streaming everything on our Twitch channel. We may do some stuff also to YouTube and things. We'll see. We may do some multicasting and just simultaneous casting stuff. But our main thing will be on Twitch.
So those of you that were involved at the beginning of this year, you know there was a Discord, and you know that we tried to move over to Microsoft Teams, but we did move over. Well, K-12 has kind of fallen back on their words of you can't have a Discord server to now they're letting us. So Discord is much better. I know you all know how to use Discord, so there will be a Discord server to help us communicate with you and for you guys to socialize outside of practices. You know, if you just want to play a game on Saturday, Sunday, you know, you can hit up other students that are at your school in your team to play games.
Also this is going to be kind of a fluid thing, guys, but we're going to try, depending on what, you know, happens this next year and work out some logistics of, actually, I think you were going to talk about this actually, weren't you, Dalton?
Yeah, it's okay.
We're going to try to work on some in competition, different like kind of LAN events and stuff and tournaments and stuff like that. So we haven't got any of these narrowed down or anything. And we just don't know the logistics yet, but that's something we're going to work on. So I don't know if you want to speak to that a little bit or not there, Dalton, but.
Yeah, so it would be like maybe visit a college that has an arena to like do a competition if they're holding one, or a high school. It would look something like that. We don't have any specifics and we don't have anything like hammered out, but that's something that we're looking to do. So.
And with that kind of going along too, another opportunity we want to do for in-person stuff is to try to give you guys, take the different teams and stuff to some in-person like college visits. And we would be going to colleges that have esports programs. And that way, when we go there, you can look and see, hey, what are those colleges offering esports wise? Not just to play in the games. There's a lot of places now that are doing commentating and casting as a major college thing. So we can see what they can offer in the games they offer, their facilities, and then also like what academic opportunities, like what degrees do they have and stuff like that. If you look at this here, that top picture is Trine. A couple years ago, I took my kids to Trine. We went there, spent the day there with the esports kids. We played against them, and then we had like lunch with them, and so we had a whole day. It was really cool. But we got to play in their arena and stuff. And then one of my kids actually ended up getting pretty much drafted when we were there to play CSGO for them. So those are exciting. So we hope to do some of those in-person stuff for sure.
Before we do questions, I do want to say there are a few of the students here that were on the League of Legends team this past spring, and we won the Stride Championship for League of Legends. So that's awesome. Congrats to them. They know who they are.
They knew.
Tyler's there. Already mentioned it in chat. So just give them a little shout out. But yeah, we'll read these questions. The games, we can go back to the game slide.
Yep.
That's what the options are there. Are we playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive? At this time, it doesn't, none of the leagues that we're competing in are competing in that. So probably not now, but it's not out of the question, I don't think.
Let's see what else we got there. Parents, we'll have once we get information back from you guys, like what games you want to play and stuff like that. We'll have an actual form where your parents and you sign off, and you guys they'll select like what games you can play and stuff like that. that doesn't, like if you can't be on the Valorant team, that doesn't mean that you can't be part of the esports at all. I mean, there's a ton of stuff here that you guys can be part of. That's like, I want to get as many of you guys as involved and get some of your passions out here. Like I said, you may like games, but you don't feel like, oh, I'm not good enough to play or something. Still play, still practice with us, stuff like that. But then also, like, if you're like, I know a lot about the game, but I'm just not really great at it, but I think I would like to be part of the casting and commentating, and the production. Maybe I like to do art stuff. I like to do, digital production type stuff with Twitch and stuff. Those are a lot of things that we can get involved. So I think there's a lot of things. You're not just like, oh, my parent doesn't like that game, they won't let me play it. It's not like you can't be part of the esports. You just can't play that game. So.
Will VODs from the Twitch streams posted to YouTube? That's a great idea. I say we could go for that. Hopefully, maybe part of the production team can be editing those, and
right.
If we have people that are interested in like video editing, making those cool, maybe doing like what's it called, where you take like the best moments, like a highlight reel of like big plays or whatever, stuff like that. That might be.
Yeah, cool. I'd like to work with the whole team for like highlight videos and stuff too. There's the one there for about PC stuff only. I think most of this, some of these are cross-platform that you can play in. So like obviously Rocket League and stuff like that, there's cross-platform stuff. So it's not all Switch stuff. I can't remember which one of these are actually on Switch. Super Smash Bros. Obviously is on Switch. But I'm not sure what other ones are.
If the game is cross-platform, then yes.
Right.
That's basically the answer. Can you use a controller? Of course, you can use a controller. If you play on Xbox, PlayStation, that's fine. Some of the games aren't offered on those platforms, but yes, using a controller is fine. As far as signups, we're not doing signups yet. We're going to do an interest survey at the end here. We'll give you a chance to speak, mark what games you're interested in playing or what games you're interested in commentating or casting. And then once we figure out what teams we're going to have next year or over the summer, we'll send out probably multiple times signups where you have to fill out a form with your parents to get their permission. And then we'll start probably in the summer a little bit and then start full force in the fall.
Yeah, this the first step is obviously going to be filling out the thing here at the end and filling out that form so we can get you guys on our radar of who we need to contact and stuff like that. That's definitely their first step. So if you're definitely wanting to be part of it in any way, definitely fill this out. So Team Fortress 2, yeah, it's not on our list currently of games.
Yeah, Solana, you can share the interest form. So to compete in, I think it's Heisen and Stride, you have to be 13.
Correct. So
anyone that's 13, even if they are in middle school, can participate. So Solana, if your sibling is 13 or older, yes, you can send it to her. And even if she's not, you can still send it to her because we're allowing people that are in middle school that haven't reached the age of 13 yet to still practice with us and grow their skills so that once they are of playing age, they can join in. And I think even Heisen is making a middle school league.
Yeah, there'll be, I can't remember the initials. It has a different, instead of Indiana High School, it's middle school. Esports Network, Indiana Esports. So the middle school, still you have to be 13 or older, but if you're in middle school and you're 13 and older, we will actually have a middle school league. It will not offer as many games as the high school, but I think it's doing Smash Bros, Rocket League, and then like a Minecraft build challenge. So.
Okay, answered that one.
Yeah, and then the Minecraft there, I think, we haven't looked at a ton of it yet, what Stride Esports is doing with it yet, but I know Heisen middle school and high school is going to have different kind of Minecraft build challenges. And then we'll work on as a team and stuff like that to complete the build challenges and stuff like that and compete. And they have judges and stuff that'll do that. So I haven't got the full rules for that, but as soon as we get those out, we'll definitely be having that information out.
Yeah, and another thing about Minecraft is just this, on the school level, there'll be like school build challenges, like where you compete against other students to like win a prize, probably, just on the school level. But then there's also the esports part of it. Yes, we play against other schools, Ashlyn.
The COD, I think COD, one of the main reasons right now is COD's M-rated too, right? Yeah, so I think right now, pretty much Heisen, Stride, everybody's in high school right now. We know it's a big thing in college and stuff like that. So there's college opportunities there, but a lot of the COD stuff right now just haven't been added in. Like we used to play CS:GO at my school and compete against other schools, but currently right now the first-person shooters they put in there right now are Valorant, Apex, and then Overwatch. So right now those are currently the ones. So doesn't mean in the future things don't change. It's just hard. It's hard to predict what's going to be in and isn't. So,
Lizzie, when we send out this survey, mark that you'd like to be an announcer and which games you'd like to be an announcer for, and then we'll reach out to everyone over the summer. So just mark it on this.
And I love to hear it, Lizzie. Love it.
Yeah, we don't have.
I'm excited about this casting, guys.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to play games, but it's like I want some casters, man. I want some people to commentate with me. So.
Yes, you'll have to be an INDLS student.
Yeah.
Do you have to have these games on a computer? If they're cross-platform, then it doesn't matter where you have them as long as you have it. So either or.
Yep.
What if you're already on the esports club? We'll have to send out a new permission slip because it's changed. We moved back to Discord, but
Right.
we are Tyler. I'm assuming you're the Fortnite player, Tyler. So yeah, you're welcome to come back.
Yeah, and if you could fill out the stuff, still fill out the stuff, even if you're part this last year.
Yeah,
it's
even
just
if you're
help
already
us
part
out
of it.
to get our numbers when we're sitting down and I mean we're going through stuff. It's like it's better if we have all the numbers in front of us. So we don't forget somebody that we missed. So I think it's where are we at?
What's Tetris?
I think it's Tetris 99. I think is the competitive one. Is that right? I think so. I'll get more information on that for you guys, but I believe it's whatever the one is that's like a competitive game that you guys can play against. I'm not a big Tetris person. I'm gonna have to dive into Tetris. I know you'd think the old guy, man, it's like all he knows how to play is Tetris or something, but we'll find out more about that. I know if you're playing the Tetris, you're interested in it, go ahead and mark it, and I'll let you know later. So.
This is for esports, competitive esports for next year. And how do you join? Again, we're going to be sending this link in chat. Yeah, you can go ahead and put it in chat now.
Grab the.
So you're not joining yet. You're just putting your interests out there so that we can figure out what teams to make. And then next year we can reach out to you because we'll have your interest form and ask you if you're still interested. And then you can fill out a participation slip with your parent, and then you'll be in.
So the link there is in chat. It's also you got the QR code here. You can just scan with your phone too, guys, if you wanted to, and do it as well. So what's on the screen there, you can do the QR code, or you can actually click on the link, and you can fill that out for us. That'd be awesome.
Brandon, there's chess.com is how we would do the chess, right?
Yeah.
Kiwi, we're not going to be commentating. It's going to be students. We want the students to take the head role on the commentating.
Yeah, I mean, there might be some times at the beginning, Kiwi, that like maybe I do or Dalton does, but it's mainly like we want to hand this off to you guys. Like, you know, I'm going to be part of it. I definitely am going to work a lot with the casters and the commentating, but I would love to like hand it off to you guys, and you take massive ownership. My other school, I started a little bit with them, and then they took it off, and it was theirs. Like I said, we're going to oversee it and stuff, but I want you guys to feel like you are part of your own casting team. And, you know, we'll try to get casting commentators for each different game, depending on what you're comfortable with and what you feel like your best knowledge is and stuff. So I'll work with you guys on that.
Sorry, guys. He just sent it to the panelists instead of everyone. So there's the
sorry.
link.
You got it?
Old guy.
I know. It's the old dude, man. The new guy's got to take care of this stuff.
We answered this one. What's it like to commentate? Have you ever seen like a League of Legends tournament or Overwatch tournament, you know, where they're watching the game and they're commentating on what's happening? You know, like, oh my gosh, this person with the huge ultimate, yada yada, you know, that kind of thing.
Think of like sports casting, but
like, yeah,
hyper excited.
Like if you're watching football and someone's talking about the plays, it's just for esports.
Yeah, and also, if you're interested in it, put your stuff down, and I'll have a bunch of resources for you guys too that kind of shows you the roles. Most casting and commentating, shoutcasting has a 2-part role thing, and I'll kind of we'll definitely, it's like we will as casters and commentators, we'll actually practice sometimes casting and commentating while the teams are practicing. So it'll be a twofold thing. Like I used to have my people like do a practice shoutcast while the people were practicing the other teams. So it's a skill. I mean, you have to hone it. And it's something, at the beginning you're like, oh my gosh, I was horrible at this. It's just like anything else you're learning to do. It's a skill and it's a talent that you'll kind of grow and get better at.
And by the way, guys, feel free to share that link with your friends if that couldn't make it. Spread it around. We want as many responses on that as we can get. So share that as much as you'd like. Any more questions? We'll stick around till 1 o'clock for questions. So if you guys think of any, if you're looking at the survey and you have a question.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure you guys will think of some questions later too, but if you're filling out the survey and you're wanting to be part of things, we'll be contacting you guys later too. So kind of keep those questions, on your thoughts too. So we can definitely do that.
You can definitely reach, how do you view your student ID? Is that your name there? I can send it to you in a private message. Actually, I can't private message here. Oh, yes, I can.
I'll answer some questions here. Landon, you were saying, yeah, for sure. Yeah, like commentating, you don't have to actually, play the game to commentate as long as you know about it and stuff. And there's even a couple roles. Like I had people before that didn't really know the game, but they fill other roles in the commentating. And we'll talk about this. If you have an interest at all at commentating and casting, then, definitely fill that out and say, hey, yeah, I'm interested. And we'll, and if Fortnite's your thing or whatever, make sure you mark Fortnite down there because it's got that for what you're interested in commentating or being part of the streaming crew. So there's a question there. Can you do esports to make it a living, like payment wise? Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people that are doing esports as a living. It's just like, I tell kids all the time, it's percentage wise, it's like making a living in sports though. I mean, it's hard, it's difficult. But there's a lot of colleges giving scholarships away. I've had quite a few kids in the past in my teams, get scholarships to go in college, and they're getting part of their college paid for to play esports. So that's pretty awesome.
I can grab student IDs. I see a few requests now. Lizzie, I don't see you in the system unless Lizzie isn't your full name. Can you put in chat what your name is? I need your full name in chat if you want me to get it for you.
Yeah, while you're working on that, I'll just keep answering questions. There's a question in here. If you mark yourself as a player and also as a shoutcaster, can you only allowed to choose one? No, you can be on multiple teams. We haven't really fully decided on how many teams you can be part of yet. Usually I tell students, and like we haven't even talked about this yet, but once you get past 2, you're getting pretty hard to finagle the practices and stuff like that. So you need to be able to count yourself for 2 practices every week for each game. So it starts to get pretty busy. But you can also shoutcast and play on a team. We also we'll have subs on different teams and stuff like that. Once we finalize rosters and stuff, it's really nice if you have a sub or something that may not be starting in a certain game, but they want to shoutcast. It's pretty helpful too. So yeah, you can be part of both. You can do both. You could play one game and shoutcast another game. So it's definitely a possibility.
Send a message in chat, not the Q&A, if you need your ID, because then I can only send a personal message if you have sent a chat. So I see, Morgan, you need yours, and Bryce, you need yours. If you send a chat, I can get you them.
QB there, it says, why doesn't Minecraft have a content? It might later. It depends what we end up doing. Right now, Minecraft is kind of a new entry to both of these things. And right now, it looks like the main thing is going to be build challenges. So we're talking about big build challenges that they're going to give us. And we're going to have to work together as a team, which is going to take quite a few hours of working together to build these builds. We won't be casting or streaming that probably. If they were to change it a little bit and do some like survival things or something like that, we might add that in. So hopefully that makes sense. But right now, I don't foresee at the very beginning here that we'll have casting for it. So that's kind of why we're doing it right now.
Eduardo, do you need your student ID, or do you want me to check if we got your response for the survey? Edward, we can't check the responses right now because our administrator made that survey. So if you submitted it, it's there, promise.
Yeah, if they end up doing something like Hunger Games or something, guys, I see some in their chat. We'll probably cast some of that stuff. And they may end up doing that later. They may even have like small tournaments and stuff like that. So, you know, by that time we might do some casting and stuff. So that'll be an evolving type thing.
Vonnie, I think it wouldn't matter because it's like looking at your build. So I think it would be okay to use either. Don't quote me, but
yeah, we'll find out. We've got, for most of these games, especially for the Heisen ones, we've got like total rule sets. The only one we honestly don't have a complete rule set yet, and I could have looked on that Tetris one. I should have, because I know they have a whole rule set out for it. The Minecraft stuff, I don't think they have a full rule set yet. So as soon as that pops out, I'll be able to get that to you guys. Hey, Brandon, if you can put that in chat there. You wanted it in chat, right?
Yeah, Brandon, use the chat, not the Q&A, and then I can send it to you directly. Actually, I just figured out how to do it. I'm sending yours now, Brandon.
Eduardo said, can you win prizes and stuff? I don't know if you want to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly like what our budget is, but I know like the League of Legends team, I did like little fun contests for them to like win a skin in the game. And then they're getting a trophy from K-12 for their tournament win. And the head of school is getting them a prize for winning. So yes, there is a chance to win prizes.
And Dennis, yeah, there is a rule set for Smash Bros. I did Smash Bros last year, so I don't think it's changed a ton, except this year we'll only be doing 1v1 Smash Bros and not 2v2s. So I know last year at Ison we did 1v1s and 2v2s. We'll only be doing 1v1s this year.
Do you have to try?
Yeah, no. Go ahead. You can go ahead.
You don't have to travel anywhere, Eduardo. It's all virtual. You may have to, there may be an option to travel for the in-person things, but it's not required.
Correct.
I need your full name if you want me to get your student ID. And you guys are free to go. We'll hang around here for a few minutes and answer questions. I'll get those people. Gabe, it won't let you take the survey.
Did they already take it before?
Did you take it before already? I'm sending you guys your.
Gabe, did you try doing it based on the QR code and doing the link?
No, it won't be an open invite Discord. We have to have it pretty locked down.
Yeah.
Because it's for school. So once you have a permission slip from your parents that says you're allowed to be on it, that's when you'll be added.
Yeah, just testing it real quick right there. Yeah, the link works for me, so I'm not really sure why Gabe's isn't working.
I'm sending your guys's IDs in chat. So I'm sending them as personal message, so look out for those.
Let me know if that QR code worked, Gabe. All right, sweet, sweet. Yeah, I don't know why the link didn't work. It's weird because I just used the link and it was fine, so I don't know. Huh, but at least you got in.
Sure, Tyler.
And once we get in and get things going too, guys, in Discord and stuff like that, I'll probably have a couple sections where I post different things for if you have questions for like PC either builds or pre-bought and stuff like that. So I'll definitely kind of help with that too with you guys.
Like I said, once you're done with your survey and you don't have questions, you're free to go.
Yeah, that's a hard one. What if you don't have good Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
I don't know yet the answer to that one yet, Eduardo. Something that is on my radar. I just don't know how to actually answer it with any actual decent answer yet.
You'll be invited to the Discord and signed up. Hopefully this summer, but if not, first thing next semester. So
yeah, we're gonna try to work on it this summer, but definitely by the beginning of the year for sure. I don't know. I was interested in the food PC too. Could be a good PC or a food one. I want a food one too, so it's all good right there, man.
no, there won't be any classes this summer. We may send you things to have you sign up. I don't know, Ben, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, anything this summer, we'll try to get it so you guys are signed up and we're on Discord or something. So, but we have to work through a bunch of stuff there. So, get another
Yeah,
ID
most
there.
of the practices and everything is going to take place in the fall. So, Alaric, you need your ID. Just sent you that. Yeah. So question 4, open. Yeah.
Are you interested in being part of the esports program?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're just interested, period, in being part of the program, then click yes. And then on 5 is where you're going to say, hey, I want to be on a team. And you'll select all the different ones you want to be part of. And then, hey, do I want to be just a caster? Yes. And what do I want to cast? Yeah. Question 4 is just like kind of a general, do I want to be part of the program?
Yeah, I've got loud switches. I've got I think it's Alienware. Yeah. So I've got green switches. Okay, guys, we're going to be in here about 5 more minutes. Remember, if you are finished and you have no questions, go ahead and drop out. No, Tyler. Alienware makes all their keyboards with green switches.
They said they heard some good switches. Yeah. Sorry, those are cherry reds. Those are mine. But nice try there, Tyler, with the Browns. I think I would get some rounds next, though. I want to play with those too. So. It was close enough, though. I'm proud of you still.
Orange.
Might be company based or something, like Razer has their green ones.
Yeah.
And stuff too. I didn't build one, but I almost built one last year, Tyler, with 3D printed. I almost 3D printed all like the case and everything like that. We made a Game Boy instead last year that was really cool. And then we like soldered it all the everything together and made the case out of 3D printing and stuff. It was pretty cool. I'll have to show you some pictures later of it. I think I got some around.